Valerie. This seems to be, this is Luna and Oscar, two of our resident North American river otters. And with this encounter, they're going to get an enrichment. So an enrichment could be a toy, it could be a snack, so like some kind of treat. I think they got strawberries earlier this week. They did not love them. And they can also get a sensory item, so something kind of smelly. Could be urine, could be a perfume, just something different for them to interact with. And yeah, that's what enrichments are for. It's kind of something to help stimulate their minds and their bodies and their life, and just to really kind of simulate or act like something they would interact with in the wild. So today these guys are going to get a little swing, or not a little swing, they're going to get like a little kid swing. It's shaped like a bird swing, and it's going to be hanging over their pond. So I'll run and do that after I get done talking. And so yeah, that's just something fun for them to play with, because as you guys may have noticed, these guys are super playful. Luna and Oscar are just like the epitome of playful. They're known for running around, and Luna loves to do backflips in her pond. Yeah, you guys probably saw that. If you stand here long enough, you'll see it. They're awesome, and scientists have actually done studies where they've noticed and observed otters just playing for no reason. They'll run around, slide on their tummies, and run, just hang out, and they have noticed that sometimes they do it for no good reason. They're not hunting or foraging or anything like that. They're just doing it. So there is evidence that otters might actually just be playful organisms. Like, they're just hanging out and they just like playing around. And so that's really cool, and like you can definitely see that here. But these guys are also awesome predators. So they have adaptations that we kind of attribute to a scuba suit. So what are some things that go in a scuba suit? Insulation, yeah, exactly. So this guy's fur, you can tell that it's super dense and kind of clumps together. They have this really dense and oily fur that allows it to be waterproof. So these guys don't hibernate or anything. So they are hunting in the water year round. So they need a really good kind of wetsuit material for their fur so that they can hunt year round and stay warm in the water. So what else? I think I heard air back here. So these guys have they have this really cool adaptation where they can hold their breath for 6 to 7 minutes while they're hunting underwater. So these guys eat a lot of like clams or mussels here. They eat crayfish, and they also obviously just eat fish. So these guys have to stay underwater for a while to kind of hunt down their fish and capture it. So that's really cool. So we've got maybe an air tank and the wetsuit. There are two other items that I usually... Flippers, yeah, exactly. You can see Luna and Oscar jumping up on the glass and whatnot, and you can usually see between their little toes that they have webbed feet. And this helps them swim and maneuver in the water, and they can actually swim about 7 or 8 miles an hour, which is faster than I can run, so you guys are pretty little agile guys. So yeah, and then one more thing. Goggles, yeah, exactly. So these guys have something that's really cool. It's called a nictitating membrane. And it's basically just a second eyelid that'll flip down while they're underwater, and not only acts as like goggles, but it also protects them. So say a crayfish is not about getting eaten and they get a little feisty, they have that protection over their eyes so that they don't get hurt. So that's really cool. And another adaptation that I like to talk about that doesn't really have much to do with the scuba suit is their whiskers. Their whiskers are actually very, very sensitive, so that they can like sense a fish and exactly where it is from a couple feet away. So that's an awesome adaptation for them for hunting underwater, since they hunt in like murky river water. So that's awesome for them. So these guys are super cool, and I know we all think they're adorable because, well, they are, and just playful and all like that, but these guys are really great predators. So if we see them in the wild, which they're everywhere in North Carolina, there's a big moving water source, these guys are probably there. You don't see them much because they're active more in the mornings, but they're around, they're here. So if you see them, don't approach them, just hang out with them, look from afar, and think they're cute from about a couple yards away, because these guys are awesome, but we also need to keep them safe and keep us safe. So I'm going to give these guys their enrichment. We're hanging it over the pond, so if you want to go look under the underlook, that might be a great place to see too. Thank you so much for coming. I'll be between